The New York Knicks just won the NBA Cup, but the trophy itself barely scratches the surface of what actually happened. If all you saw was the confetti and the final score, you missed the real shift taking place. This wasn't a fluke run, not a hot shooting stretch, and definitely not another night where everything depended on Jaylen Brunson playing superhero basketball. This was about evolution, about a team that learned how to win in ways it simply could not a year ago, and that's why this matters so much more than a banner in December. Last season, the Knicks were brutally simple to understand. If Brunson went nuclear, they had a chance. If he didn't, the margins vanished quickly. The offense revolved around him to an extreme degree, with the ball in his hands nearly half the time. Possession after possession looked the same. Slow walk-up, ball to Brunson, hope he solved the puzzle. It worked often enough to keep them competitive, but it also capped their ceiling. Defenses knew exactly where the pressure point was and loaded up accordingly. This season feels different because it is different. Brunson is still the engine, but he is no longer towing the entire train alone. The subtle shift is in how the ball moves. Brunson is touching it slightly less, making decisions faster, and allowing the offense to breathe before it reaches desperation mode. That 1 second less per touch compounds across a game. It creates more motion, more cuts, more reads, and more stress on the defense before they can get organized. The Knicks are no longer skipping straight to the bailout option. They are running offense first, then unleashing Brunson late when defenses are already tilted. The result is simple but powerful. More scoring from Brunson without sacrificing efficiency, and a roster that feels engaged rather than decorative. That engagement starts with trust, and Mike Brown's fingerprints are all over this team. Karl Anthony Towns is no longer asked to be a stationary scorer waiting for touches. He has become an accelerator. His rebounding ignites transition. His shooting gravity bends defensive coverages even when he never takes a shot. Bigs can't abandon him to clog the paint, and that opens lanes for everyone else. Just as important is his role as a connector. Quick decisions, smart reads, and constant movement keep the offense flowing without turning reckless. He doesn't need volume to control the game anymore. Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby tell a similar story. Their raw scoring numbers don't jump off the page compared to last season, but their efficiency does. Bridges is thriving because his role finally matches his strengths. Instead of standing still, he is attacking closeouts, cutting behind ball watchers, and finishing plays at the rim. His game feels natural again. Ogg's growth is even more striking. His offense now comes from disruption, steals, deflections, early offense, and decisive attacks. Even in the half court, he's no longer settling. He's forcing rotations, collapsing defenses, and making lightning-fast reads. All of it while anchoring elite defense on the other end. When you put it together, the Knicks don't just look better. They look harder to solve. They play faster without rushing, connected without being rigid, and versatile enough to punish different coverages. That versatility showed itself clearly throughout the NBA Cup run. Not over months, but game by game. The Toronto matchup was the first signal. That win wasn't about hero ball. It was about structure and balance. Everyone touched the ball. The offense stayed calm. Brunson scored efficiently without hijacking possessions, and when Toronto shaded toward him, others made them pay. That wasn't survival basketball. That was execution. Then came Orlando in Vegas, the game that truly revealed the new identity. Scoring 132 points while barely hitting threes against one of the league's better defenses isn't accidental. That's a team understanding its advantage and relentlessly attacking it. Orlando wanted to slow things down, turn it physical, and grind. New York refused. They pushed pace, attacked the paint, and forced rotations before the Magic could set their defense. It wasn't speed for speed's sake. It was precision. The Knicks didn't panic when shots from outside weren't falling. They simply kept leaning into what worked. That's maturity. By the time they reached the NBA Cup final, this version of the Knicks had already proven itself real. The only remaining question was what happens when the game turns ugly. When nothing feels clean, when momentum swings. San Antonio provided the perfect stress test. The Spurs came in confident after a massive win over Oklahoma City, and they played fearless basketball. For stretches, they pushed New York to the edge. And this is where the Knicks showed how far they've come. They didn't rush. They didn't fracture. They trusted reads and effort plays. OG Anunoby was everywhere, early, punishing ball watching, cutting at the right moments, finishing through contact, sprinting the floor. His impact wasn't just scoring, it was tone setting. When San Antonio surged in the third quarter, the Knicks didn't flinch. Brunson attacked gaps and made the extra pass. Role players stepped into shots without hesitation. The game stayed connected. Then Mitchell Robinson changed everything without a single play being run for him. Offensive rebounds turned into momentum breakers. Putbacks, kickouts, second chances that crushed San Antonio's spirit. 18 offensive rebounds and 27 second-chance points isn't just effort. It's will. It's a team imposing itself physically when finesse isn't enough. Robinson's presence warped the game, and the Knicks capitalized on every crack. What mattered most wasn't perfection. It was adaptability. Different closers on different nights. Tyler Cole, stepping in as a secondary ball handler. Brunson still ready when the moment demanded it. Everyone involved, everyone dangerous. That's the blueprint now. The Knicks don't need everything to look pretty. They need to stay connected, defend, rebound, and trust the system. When they do that, there isn't a single style of game they can't survive. This is the fundamental difference from last season. Brunson is no longer the foundation by himself. He's the engine inside a complete structure. Defenses can't load up on him anymore because everyone else has already been part of the action. That changes the math entirely. Cleaner looks, better decisions, higher ceiling. Winning their first trophy since the 1970s might be symbolic, but it might also be the moment the lid finally comes off this franchise. The Eastern Conference is wide open, and what the Knicks just showed suggests they belong in every serious conversation. They can beat you with balance, with pace, with physicality, or with composure when things break down. That's what real contenders look like. At the same time, this run quietly revealed something about San Antonio too. They are far ahead of schedule, fearless, and very real. That win over Oklahoma City wasn't a mirage. The Spurs are coming, and the league should be paying attention. Now the question shifts to you. Is this the most complete Knicks team you've seen in years? Does this version finally have the versatility to make a real playoff run? And how far do you think this evolution can take them in a wide-open NBA landscape? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if this breakdown helped you see the bigger picture, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping the league right now.